Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Love Life Friday. Today, we are going to be talking about 5 marketing strategies to fill your books this summer and avoid the summer slump. All right, so the summer slump. Have you guys had experienced the summer slump? For how many of you is summer a slow time? Some of you, summer is actually busier, but for anybody, is summer usually slow for you? All of a sudden, there's gaps in your schedule, gaps in your day where you didn't used to have like big old gaps in between. All of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, where'd everybody go? So some of you guys I know are looking at your into your June schedules, thinking, where did everybody go? So we're going to talk about that. Okay, so usually it's interesting. A lot of times the summer slump that people talk about, it's funny because I found in my business, I didn't really have a summer slump because I was a generalist. What I found is there would be some of my skincare clients that would fall off the schedule for the summer because they're traveling, they're spending lots of money on, graduations and weddings and whatever, and they need to like tighten up for the summer. Okay, got that. But for me, because I was a generalist, my facial clients might have like taken a little bit of a pause, but then that got filled up with waxing clients. So I personally never really saw a summer slump, and this is a a plug for being a generalist as opposed to being a specialist. But that was my experience. However, let's be honest, we can experience slumps any time of the year. And the tactics that work to fill your books in summer, they still work in December. They still work in February. It works no matter what time of year it is. But hey, we're going into the summer season. So we're talking about the summer slump. All right. So in general, there's only 3 ways to fill your schedule. Only 3 ways to fill your schedule. Either you need to find new clients, new, not nude. I don't know what I actually said. New NEW clients. That's the hardest thing to do. So like, I'm going to talk about that last because that's the absolute hardest thing to do. New clients. So the 2 easier ways to fill your books is to one is to upsell an existing appointment. So an appointment that's already on your books for one thing, and try to upsell them to 2 treatments or 3 or more or whatever. And then the other way is to entice your existing clients that maybe aren't on the books yet, to entice them back in to come in. So really, those are your only 3 ways to fill your books, no matter what time of year it is and no matter what you're trying to do. That's it. You're either trying to get new clients or you're trying to get existing clients to come back in. That's it. So I will talk last about getting new clients because honestly, like, these are more strategies that you should be employing all the time. Like I think that search for new clients never really should trail off. And if you're right now, what is today, May 25th, and you're looking into June and you're thinking, oh, I need new clients, that might not be the best strategy. Finding new clients takes time, it takes effort, and in general, it's a longer period of time before you actually see them coming in and seeing that as income. So your best bet when you're in a situation where it's like, oh my gosh, within the next 2 weeks, I need to come up with 10 appointments. You're going to have better odds if you tap your existing clientele, you tap your existing market. So again, there's 2 ways of doing that. Either when you've got a client that's already got the appointment, try to get them to do more, or to entice those clients in out of the woodwork if they haven't been in for a while. Okay, so the easiest thing would be to add to an existing appointment. So, you see that you've got on your schedule, so-and-so is coming in, and then there's a big gap after her. I would be, on the phone, texting, emailing, whatever, and trying to like throw down a promotion for that of like, hey, so-and-so, I see you're coming in for your Brazilian wax on this day. I actually also do vajacials and I do like intimate, what is it called? Intimate skin bleaching or intimate skin brightening. There we go. Skin brightening. Is that something that you would be interested in trying out this summer season? I would be happy to give you a 20% discount on that, or whatever. Or if it's someone that you know really well, that's a client of yours who is, she always comes in for a Brazilian, but for the past 3 times she keeps talking about eyelash extensions or that lash lift or whatever. That would be the time to reach out to her and say, the last 3 times you've come in for your Brazilian, you've been talking a heck of a lot about eyelash extensions or lash lifts or whatever. I want to let you try it. And I'm going to hook you up, girl. Like, if you want to add it to this appointment, I'll give it to you for and throw down a promo. Again, I am not ashamed to throw down a promo, because the thing is, I would rather make 80% of a service and fill my books that way than retain 100% of $0 on, 0 treatments coming in. Like, so I know there's this big argument in all businesses, but in ours specifically, of like, there are people that say, no, never discount. People will think you're cheap. And then there's people who think otherwise. And like, I just disagree. Like, I disagree. If you are putting yourself out there as like every single day there's a discount, and it's just like, maybe one day it's more of a discount. Like, if you're really putting yourself out there as like, hey, this deal on Monday, here's the Tuesday deal, here's the Wednesday deal. Yes, that can come across as like, well, why would I ever pay full price? However, that's not how you're running your business. Hopefully. Most of you probably are not running your business that way, and that's how I advise. And so if you're like every now and then throwing down a discount, people say thank you to that. They don't think that you're cheap. They just realize like, oh, you probably had a slow day, and those, lucky people that could take a last minute appointment can get a deal. Cool for them. Like, honestly, like, people don't, if you throw down once a month for like 2 days, say, hey, come in during these periods of time for this discount, nobody thinks it's cheap. Nobody does. Come on now. Nobody thinks you're cheap. Anyway, that's a soapbox moment. Okay, so add to the appointment. You can also just like add, like, offer to put appointments together that make sense, like something that no one's ever thought about before. If they're always coming in for, they're always coming in for, I keep going to Brazilian, then like try doing an underarm wax if they've never done that, or do an upper lip wax. I mean, my idea, the easiest thing to do would be to add in a service that won't actually take you more time, but can just add more money. So like a lip wax, you can always throw in anywhere. A lip wax costs you less than $1 to perform. So you can throw down like a 50% savings on just a lip wax. I mean, you're not going to make a ton of money off lip waxes, but start getting in this mindset. Underarms, I don't need any extra time for that. I can throw that on any service. It takes like whatever. I mean, that's a quick, easy way to be making, 20 plus bucks on a service where you weren't before. So, what are all of those services that you could add in without extra time? So that, yes, you could reach out ahead of time, but also when that person comes in, you can just say like, I had some extra time. They don't need to know it doesn't take you any more time, but you can say, hey, I've had some extra time. Like, and I'm doing this spot deal today, this flash sale today. Do you want to add a lip wax? It's 50% off, or it's 20% off, or whatever. People love a deal. People love a deal. Anyway. Okay. So that's enough on that one. I just saw a couple comments come through. Let me read those. Lindsay says, I did a 20% off all products on Mother's Day. I never do discounts, and my clients got so excited and said it was such a treat. Exactly. Like, look, if she was doing, I swear to you, I get orbs that come in through on my screen all the time. That was interesting. Anyway, if you were doing like a discount every week, yeah, your clients would just like realize, Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, I know they're going out of business now, but with those damn 20% off coupons, I never paid for anything in that store full price because you could stack coupons. And like, I felt like the biggest sucker if I ever needed to go and buy something and I didn't have a 20% off coupon. It's like, I literally one time just went around the store and asked people, do you have an extra coupon? Do you have an extra coupon? So I'm like, I don't want to be a sucker. Like, I know I don't have to pay full price for this. That's what you don't want for your business. You never want your client thinking, well, I shouldn't have to pay full price because there's always a discount. No, that's what you don't want. But if you throw out a discount, you pepper them, you sprinkle them around like just every now and then it will do for you what you want it to do, which is to get people excited and like, yes, I will absolutely buy this now. And Mother's Day, it's a great time to do it. But hey, maybe it's your pre-summer, like it's your sunscreen sale. Like maybe you do a promo where you're talking all about the importance of wearing sunscreen every single day, not just on your face, but on your body too. And offer a discount on your sunscreens, have a lot in stock. Maybe also talk about like a post summer, skin soothing facial. Like come up with some shit. Like it'll be like your customized same facial, but you're just going to be hydrating more and dealing with sun damage. Anyway, all fantastic ideas. Thank you for that, Lindsay. And then Friendly Faces by Morgan says, hi from Belgium. Hello. We have a well-known magazine here. They are collecting Estes for giving a lash lift and eyebrow wax for €35. This would normally cost €75. And she says, smiley face or poop. So what you're talking about are these, I think it's like these magazines. It's like a promo thing. I could be misinterpreting this, but I remember like when I was in college, these were like really popular and they would like totally like come on campus and try to sell these. There are these companies that will come out and try to get you to participate where it's sort of like it's almost like a small scale Groupon of like, hey, buy this card for like $10. And then you get access to all of these massive deals, like, a 50% off on these services or whatever. It is a marketing strategy, but you have to use it like Groupon. It's not amazing. I did just like a week or two ago, I talked about Groupon. Go back and watch that. It's the same concept. Like those things can work if you plan appropriately and have like a follow-up deal to convert those people that do come through the door and turn them into regular clients. But if you just like use this straight and like, here's the promo, the person comes in, you're like, great, thanks for coming in. And like, that's it. You will waste your time. Like it'll be the hugest waste of your time. And like, maybe you'll get some people that convert into clients, but you have to like strategize and go into that with a plan. So just my thoughts on that. It says the magazine also costs €375 to enter. Don't know what to do. I wouldn't. That's just me. Okay, so back to the second way to fill those books with appointments is to entice your existing clientele out of the woodwork and into your treatment room. And so if you aren't already doing email marketing is not dead, like not even close. Email marketing is it's a way to stay in front of your clients. Because look, I know all of you want to have social media marketing be like your number one thing. And you want to think that all of your clients are seeing your content every day and thinking about you every day. And that's just not true. Marketing is one of those things where, you can't put all your eggs into one basket. You got to like do multiple things to get people in multiple places. And so email marketing is an incredible way. For one thing, if someone is on your email list, they already are connected to you. Either they're an existing client or they've somehow been interested in you enough to give you their email address. And so, the easiest thing you can do is just do a monthly newsletter. Every single time you send out a newsletter, even if it's not specifically like a promo or sign up or do anything, it triggers your clients' brains to remember like, oh shoot, yeah, I got to make that appointment. I totally keep forgetting to make my appointment. And it's like, that'll be the thing that trips their memory. They'll just click the link and make the appointment. So every time you send out, an email, unless you're abusing this, you will get appointments booked out of it. I know my bestie, Jane, Teddy Bear Waxing, and Lady Pang, like it's a huge part of their marketing strategy is their email marketing. Every time they send out an email, they get thousands of dollars worth of bookings. And your email doesn't have to be anything amazing. Again, you don't have to throw down a promo. No, just talk about like, hey, we're heading into summer. And I really want to remind you guys that sunscreen is your number one anti-aging product. Let me tell you why. Here's a link to buy sunscreens. You don't need to promo it. You can if you want to. But you don't. Like, it's just, you're giving information. As long as you're educating or entertaining your clients, you're good. You're good. But you can also slip into those emails some products that are appropriate for summer, but also treatments that are appropriate for summer, that people that might not otherwise get them, the way that you talk about it and market it, you might get some takers. For example, lash perm and tint. For people that wouldn't do it regularly, if you talk about in your newsletter how this is the way where you can wake up in your makeup, you got your lashes already done, you can spend the entire day drinking at the pool on vacation, and you're still camera ready all the time. That alone can entice people like, oh, really? Like, oh, I didn't know about that. That could get them to do it too. You can talk about spray tans. Do you do spray tans? Great time to talk about that. Do you have like a post summer skin soothing treatment? You can do that. You can talk about, you got graduations coming up, you got summer weddings. Let's get you like looking snatched and like gorgeous in all your photos. Come in for this microcurrent facial, or come in for this, gua sha manual facelift facial. It's just about thinking about what your client potentially has on their calendar, and how your services can make their life better and easier. Now, notice I didn't say how you can make money off of your clients, or how you could bilk them for more money, because that feels icky. That feels terrible. That's the kind of sales that makes everyone want to barf. But approach it from what in my treatment menu, what on my service menu do I have that's going to make my client like have their hot girl summer, live their best life, and make it easier for them. You have treatments like that. I mean, good God, some of you just need to remind your clients that when you wax, you're hair free for like a solid 2 weeks. And then it just like slowly, teeny tiny grows in, so that at 4 weeks, there's just enough hair to like wax and keep you hairless again. I swear to you, if you just like say that, take what I just said, put it in an email and remind people, you will get people try waxing for the first time. So my one last point. Nope, I had a couple more. No, let me go hit these points, then my last point. So again, enticing your existing clients. Maybe this is the time where you start a membership, where you open your membership program to get people to come in every month, not just when they want to, but every month for a nice kickdown discount. And then the other thing maybe to entice people is to remind them that, what's happening in 3 months from now. I don't know. There wasn't anything I was driving you to, but like maybe in your town or in your, within your, cultural community, there are certain things that happen in the fall where you might want to like look a certain way. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know, back to school. There we go. Like if you deal with acne, now would be a perfect time to talk to your students that are going to be going away to college and say, hey, let's get your acne under control before you head off to college. Start now. Come up with a package about that, and say, and then we can do virtual consultations once you're in college to keep you clear. There's something. I don't know. So, I keep thinking about the high holy. I'm Jewish, like the high holy days. Like, is that a draw for people? It's not for me. I don't know. You could have like, you could be radiant by Rosh Hashanah. I don't know, like what other things happen in September, but just think like, what's a quarter into the future? What's a quarter into the future? What can we prepare you for into the future? Okay. Now I said I had a last idea and I don't remember it. Well, hopefully I remember it. All right. So the last way that we can get new clients, or we can get clients to fill our books, and this is the last one I will talk about, is to get new clients. This is the hardest one, so I wanted to talk about it last, because if you're in a spot where you're like, shoot, I need to fill like next week, finding new clients is not your way to do that. Finding new clients is something that you should be doing ongoingly in your business to a certain extent. Now, if you're in the beginning stages of your business, you're going to be doing this hot and heavy. Like, you're going to work hard at this. And even if you've got a full clientele, well, you don't need to do it as hot and heavy, but maybe every now and then do these so that you always have someone like in the waiting, like the on deck in like the waiting circle to like join your lineup. Because I was just talking to somebody in office hours for Profit on Purpose. And I let her know this was going to happen inside of Profit on Purpose, that like you will get fully booked. You'll be 100% booked, but attrition happens. Clients move away. Somebody loses a job. So even when you get a solid 100% booked schedule, you'll always lose clients. You will never retain 100% of your clients. Never. It never happens. So you always want to have people that you can put into your schedule as it becomes available. Okay, so some ideas for the summer for finding new clients. This would be a really fun time to start hosting parties. I've helped a bunch of students do this with really fantastic success. One, for making money in that appointment, that party, but booking appointments out of the party. Like, okay, so the idea is a party could be at your spa, at your suite, it could be an invitation, like where it's an open invitation of like anyone who wants to come, sign up and you can come, sign up and pay and you can come, sign up and whatever and you can come. Or it can be hosted by like an excellent client of yours who wants to introduce several of her friends. I would say minimum 4 to however many friends. And so, the class itself, the party itself could be anything. It could just be you talking about like all of the I had this idea and then it just left my brain. Okay, so if you wanted to have like an anti-aging party, I know anti-aging is like a dirty word these days, but I'm using it because you know what I mean when I say it. Come up with whatever word you want to use for it instead. But an anti-aging party where it's like, hey, I'm going to introduce you to the products you need, the ingredients you need to get the results you want, the modalities that really make a difference. I'm going to show you through everything. I'm going to walk you through everything. I'll give you like a microcurrent eye treatment so you can experience it. Bring your products and I will like read through them and I'll tell you what's good and what you should replace. They'll be drinking, they'll be, whatever. And then, you give them a discount for any signups made. Appointments booked that night or products purchased that night because you're selling products. Hello, you're talking about how amazing, sunscreen is and how vitamin C is and peptides and like everyone's going to want to buy those. So you could do it like that. Or you could have, it could be like a self-care class of like, I am a professional self-care provider. Let me teach you how to give yourself the most amazing facial every night, how to look at yourself in the mirror, do some great mirror work and love on yourself. If you guys don't follow the Skintessa, by the way, Amy Wall, follow her. She's a magical, magical woman who will change your life and your face and your age just by your mirror work with your products, like Chef's Kiss, amazing stuff. Anyway, you could do that. Or do you do gua sha? Do you really know your facial massage? You could teach that. You could sell gua sha tools and you could teach that. Anyway, host parties. It is a way to get introduced to new people. I would say try talk to your best clients and see if they would be willing to host. It could be hosted at your spa or at their house. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay, you could also do speaking engagements. So, what is it that you specialize in? What do you do? Even if you're a waxer, you can do this. If you are a waxer, go and talk to the swim teams. Go and talk to swim teams about how waxing is much better for them, so that when they have their big meets, don't shave. Good God, come and get waxed. Or you can talk about ingrown hair care, because they are either shaving or waxing, and they are definitely getting ingrowns, and they need to know how to deal with it. You can go and talk about that. You can Michelle Evans from Applied Skin Science. She's amazing. And what does she do in her free time? She plays on a competitive water polo team. Go and talk to the water polo people. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Find speaking engagements. Join Toastmasters and just talk about how amazing your have your talk be about skincare and all of that. People in Toastmasters will be coming up to you and wondering, how do I sign up? How do I get this facial? How do I get this thing? Find businesses or organizations where you have expertise that they would be interested in hearing about. And then just start asking around, hey, can I come and talk? Can I come and talk? Now, I know some of you are out there thinking oh, okay, yeah, that sounds neat. I'm not going to do it. You don't have to do any of these ideas, but what I will tell you is people who succeed in business do the things that they don't want to do. And I will guarantee you, almost nobody wants to do any of these marketing things. I don't. I just want to be in the treatment room doing amazing facials and waxing services and have clients rebook and never have to market ever. I mean, right? No, I don't want to market. I didn't start a business to market, but I do. I do, because that is what is called of us. We are entrepreneurs. If we want clients walking through the door, we have to go out there and get them. It's our job. And so I don't want to market, but I'm gonna. And because I don't want to, I'm going to do it as best as I possibly can and do it in the most efficient way that I possibly can, so that I don't have to do it very much, that I'll just do my marketing campaign. It'll work. It'll bring in clients, and then I don't have to continue doing it. I mean, I think that's a great strategy for all of you guys. Find the thing that speaks to your talents. So are you a great public speaker? You need speaking engagements. Are you fantastic at throwing parties, anticipating people's needs and the whole thing? Host parties. Have that be your thing. You have to do something. You have to do something. And I'm sorry, social media marketing, if social media marketing is not working for you already, it's not going to if you double the time that you spend doing it. So try a different thing. Join Profit on Purpose or join the Academy, and I will teach you how to figure all of this out, how to figure out what you're really good at, what your skills are, and then how to pick a marketing method that speaks to your skills. Because if you're a terrible, if you are terrible at cold calling and cold sales, why would you choose that? You know what I mean? Choose the thing you're actually pretty good at, and then go from there. Are you just can you, are you just a chatty Cathy? Can you talk to anyone? You're the kind of person that when you're at church, you can just make the rounds and talk to everybody. Doesn't matter if they're a long-term member or someone brand new. You've always got something to say. Go to a festival, get a booth at a festival, and talk to every single dang person that walks by. Get your hands on them, put product on, rub it on their hands, give them a little massage so they can start to feel you and your energy. Do that. That will work wondrously for you. But you got to do stuff. Finding new clients is the hardest. So wherever you can, do the in-house marketing where you're pulling from your existing clients. But you got to do some marketing. Anyway, the last idea for new clients is doing a pop-up. It's kind of like doing a fair or a festival or something, but it's a little bit more focused. It's a pop-up within a different business. So if your soulmate client is someone that like likes to go out on the weekends, likes to go out Friday, Saturday night. Well, then maybe do a pop-up with like a cute boutique that's got like really cute clothes that someone who's going to go out Friday and Saturday night is going to partake of. Or, if there's I don't know, let's say that you, I don't know, there are so many different tangential businesses like hairstylists, chiropractors, even flower shops. Okay. So if you're like a holistic esthetician that, you're using hands as your main modality instead of tools, the person that's going to really like you is the same kind of person that's a little crunchy granola, that likes a slow beauty approach to things. The same kind of person that might take a flower arranging class. Like there's this one, I'm thinking my mother-in-law takes a flower arranging class with all of her like 70-year-old friends, but I'm thinking of there's this place in a town nearby anyway, that's like very cute and very trendy and very Instagrammable. That business is going to have a younger client base, and that business would be fantastic to do a pop-up. Or maybe it's like a combo of like, hey, come learn how to make this wreath, a spring wreath for your front door. I don't know. And, pop up mini facials. I don't know, something like that. You got to meet your community. You got to meet people that are also business owners, because everybody's in the same boat of trying to get more clients, trying to get more people to learn about their business. And like, you can help each other out in that way. Leah, a flower arranging class for you would be perfect. Those are your people. That would be absolutely perfect. It's all about just like getting creative. By the way, if you want someone to get creative for you in your business, join the academy, take my course Profit on Purpose, and then come to my office hours. I love nothing more than coming up with ideas for other people. Like, you tell me who your soulmate client is, like what services you do, like how you want to serve them. I can come up with like 15 different ideas. That's easy. That's so flippin' easy for me, and it's fun. I have literally in my life said, I need to figure out a business where I can just give people business ideas and they do them and I don't have to, but they like go off and do them. And I did. Thank the Lord. I figured out how to do it. So come and let me figure all that out for you. All right. That's my list. That is what my talk is all about today. If you have questions, any more questions, please let me know. Let me tell you some other exciting things that have been happening. Did you know my bestie joined the academy this week? And boy, did she join it. So not only did she like add Waxing Wealth, which is her course talking about really why Brazilian waxing is the way to make mega money as a waxer. In the aesthetics industry. She talks about a whole bunch of great like marketing tips, like how to set up your business for success, all of that. But then she also added her waxing tutorials into the academy. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, like you should have seen me when she finally agreed to like do this. I was on a dog walk because I'm always walking the dog, like jumping for joy in my neighborhood, like fist in the air, like, yes, dude, like Waxing Wealth is all you need. Between Waxing Wealth and her tutorials, boom, you can make $300,000 as a solo waxer. Done. Like, that's all you need. And then, Profit on Purpose will show you how to actually structure that. And Money with Matt will tell you how to like actually, to handle your finances to make sure that you're making and saving the most amount. And then Michelle's going to teach you like all the things about, your actual skin chemistry and products you're using. Like, dude, the academy is getting so lit right now. Like, I know that it kind of started a little slow. I get it. It started out with me and Matt, and that was it. But we're just adding. We're adding and adding and adding. And I think the biggest struggle I have been having with the academy, that's not the right way to put it. I get very tongue-tied when I talk about the academy because I'm so excited about it. Like, it's my baby. Like, it's like such a pet project of mine that like I get all like flustered and like, oh, but it's so good. And so the part that I'm just like, I feel like I'm not having the best luck of conveying is like, you guys, like, you have every single month, industry titans. Like there are multiple instructors in the academy that have $1 million businesses. Like their business makes $1 million a year or more. And you just get to go in and ask questions. And like you get to go in and say, hey, here's what I'm doing. Am I on the right track? Or what do you think about this? Or I tried this over here and it didn't work. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? When you have your eyes on a goal and you want to get there, you've never done it before. So how can you advise yourself how to get there? The way to like get to where you're going faster is to talk to someone who's already done it before and get their advice. And more specifically, get their advice on what you're doing in your business. And that's what the academy is. Yes, it is all the courses, all of the things that you can learn static without the instructor. But then you can take in what they have already taught and come to their office hours and be like, okay, I watched, module 2, video 3. It's awesome. Here's where I'm stuck. Here's the question I have, or I implemented this. And for my business, here's the result I got. Is there something I should tweak? And when you have someone who has been there, done that, they can see like neon signs of like, oh, wow. Like, no, you need to do this. Or like, oh yeah, you're doing it great. Just give it time. Like your best friend can't tell you that. Your best friend hasn't built the $1 million business. Well, my best friend has. Painting can be your best friend for a while until your circle of best friends makes $1 million. Or maybe you are the $1 million friend in your group. But anyway, most of your friends can't answer that for you. Your parents can't answer that for you. No one can answer that for you except someone who has been there, done that, and wants to help you succeed. And that's what the academy is. That's what it is. Anyway, if you want to join, link in bio, use the code LOVE, and you get $25 off your first month. I want to go back. I saw a couple of comments come through. Someone asked when my next live is. You guys, you should know this by now. It's every Thursday at 9 a.m. Every Thursday, 9 a.m. on YouTube and on Instagram. The Soul Glow says, like a true projector, figuring it out for us. Amen to that. I'm in human design. I am, my aura type is a projector. And when I found human design, I found I finally was like, oh, here's my user's manual. Here's how I be me. Human design is, I don't understand it. I intellectually, I get what it is, but I don't get it. How did they figure that out? I don't know. Human design takes astrology. It takes I Ching. It takes a whole lot of things. And somehow they were able to map it together where they have you figured out. When I talked to Michaela McLean, one of my friends, and she's telling me all about me and my design and all of that. It's she literally knows me better than I know myself at times. It is insanity. And when I started to really learn my design and work from my design, life got easier. So for me, for the longest time, I'm a projector, but I was working my business, back when I was in my spa, I was working my business like a generator. And no wonder I burned out, I have this goal. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I have this goal of I want to make $1 million. I want to work only 10 hours a week. I love my business. I love working. But I have kids. I volunteer a lot of places. I have a lot of health issues. I've got my farm that I'm making in my backyard. I don't want to work all the time. No, I want to live my life. And so anyway, that is such a projector, goal in life. Projectors aren't meant to work all the time. We're meant to swoop in. Anyway, I see the big picture. I always see the big picture. That's why that's why I am now this is the most fun I've ever had in my career. But I also think I'm the most effective I've ever been in my career. Yeah, I can get a result, in the treatment room, sure, but I'd rather help estheticians just build better businesses. And that's what I'm really good at. Like, I can see a business. You can tell me about your business. You can tell me about like who you want to treat, how you want to treat them, why you want to treat them. And like, I see the big picture. I could just see it. This is how I helped Jane make, I forget what the statistic was. I helped her make hundreds of thousands of dollars more in her business this past year, just because like I saw things that she didn't see. We're like afterwards, she's kind of like, how did I not see that? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I do. That is my zone of genius. Anyway, that was a tangent. Anyway, human design is amazing. Go follow Michaela McLean, MIKAELAMCLEAN. She's amazing. She does human design for estheticians. All right, Leah says, I watched Payne Jane's courses. OMG, I was so giggly. Let me tell you, oh gosh, I've got two cameras going right now. I'll do for Instagram first. Whoops, and knock over my garbage can. So when we're doing like the labia Brazilian, let me see the screen. Yeah, it's like that. That's what your screen looks like. Not with my face right there. And for YouTube, imagine it like that. Like that. That's when you're doing the labia Brazilian, that's what your screen looks like. It's up close and personal. And then when you're doing dicks and balls, woo, that's a lot of dicks and balls in your face. Yep. All right. Leah also says, I have so many questions for Matt and Michelle. Excited to clear my mind in my business. Yes, that's such a great way of putting it too. Like when you, I don't know about you. I am a little bit anxious. I am a stress case. I overthink everything. And when I get nervous about something, or I've got this concern in like an area where like, yeah, I'm not the expert, like that's not my strong suit, I just like perseverate on it. But then if I can go and like ask a question, then it's like, it's instantly gone. For example, this is a perfect example. I'm dealing with some stuff. That's all I'm going to say. And I called Matt of Money with Matt just a couple days ago and was like, I need your advice on this. And he gave it to me. And then now I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, well, Matt said this. So like, he's the expert. So if Matt says X, Y, and Z, I don't need to worry about this anymore. He told me not to worry and to do X, Y, and Z. So it's gone. Like that is like just off my shoulders, off my worry list. I'm done. Like Matt said, it was okay. When the expert tells you like you're good, why argue? Why argue? All right, I think I'm caught up on questions. One last thing, go to the link in my bio if you want my notes from the live today. Sign up for Love Notes. I will send those out. I apologize. I forgot to send it last week. It's May. I have two small kids in elementary school. I'm a classroom coordinator at the elementary school. Like, there's a lot going on. I forgot. That's just what happened. I forgot. So I'll send you last week's notes and today's notes. If you go sign up, you can go sign up for the academy. Let's see. I think May office hours are all done. Everyone's done their May office hours. So join. And then in June, you've got everybody's office hours. I'll have 2 in June. And then Matt, Michelle, and Jane, and Jeff. How did I forget? All have office hours in June. Jeff Mendoza, hello, Skin Factory LA. He's joining on June 1st. He's teaching you. It's called the social aesthetics, all about building your building social media for your solo esthetician business. So, I always say all the time, like, you don't need social media, and you don't. But if you want to try it out, like, learn from the best of the best. Like, Jeff is like freaking amazing at what he does. And he has built such an incredible career. Like, I'm just so overjoyed to have him because he gets it. He gets it that it's not all about the metrics. It's not all about, well, how many followers do you have? My question is always, how many appointments did you book from social media? Because it doesn't matter if you have 1,500 followers, 15,000 followers, or like 150 followers. Like if you're doing your social media right, you are booking appointments from your social media. So if you have 150 followers, but you're booking appointments from your social media, you are doing social media right. I don't care if it's 15,000. If you're booking one appointment from 15,000 followers and you're booked solid off of 150, fuck yeah, you're doing it right. It doesn't matter. The metrics don't matter. Like the vanity metrics don't matter. What matters is it turning into actual clients? That's the only thing that matters. Anyway, I'm getting very passionate about this. He gets that. And so Jeff teaches you how to really tap in authentically and connect with your clients and also your potential clients out there. So it turns into cash. Not just a follower count. That's what matters. And good God, Jeff is just the best at it. He's the best. Okay. I think that's it. There's no more questions, no more comments. I love you all. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm exhausted. I've been solo parenting all week and I'm very, very tired. Very tired. So, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh God. How do I end these both at the same time? I don't know.